Guys, what's up? How's it going? Enrique here. I wanted to make two quick announcements, and I'll get into the video really quick right now. But the announcements are, one, I'm revamping the site. Should be really obvious, the YouTube channel. I'm slowly but surely changing everything about it. And number two, I am having a little giveaway, and that's what this is for. I'm giving away free t-shirts. This is a t-shirt looks like. Check it out. Really nice shirt, awesome. It's only in medium, I'm afraid, so we only got one size. But let me tell you how to get one. The way to get one is you go to any video on this channel and you give me a suggestion on the subject to draw or maybe what to draw. Because we're talking about skull drawings, right? Skull drawings are pretty, well, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but I need more ideas. And I want maybe you want me to paint a skull, you want me to paint it in a different medium, or or maybe you want it from a certain character as a skull. So throw your idea out on the comments, and if I use your idea, I will send you a t-shirt for free. No shipping, no nothing. I'm just gonna use it, send you a message, just give me your address, and boom, I'll send you a shirt. Like that, like nothing, totally free. So it's easy as that. Anyways, let's get into the video. I hope that was clear. And we're gonna be drawing the Cyclops skull. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's get into it. I'm going to be using red pen today. I want to see if that appears better on screen. I'm not sure yet. Slowly kind of trying to find my initial shape. I'm not really sure how to do that quite yet. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just saying how to do that. Well, I know how to do that. I'm just trying to kind of play around with the shapes by drawing very thin, wispy lines, because I'm actually going to go into it much, much deeper, you know? I'm much darker. So still using this wispy red pen, kind of experimenting with that. I really actually, I hope, I really encourage you to experiment with different types of pens and pencils and things of that sort. So okay, this is what I'm got about here. So I have a good idea. Hopefully this comes out. Right here, this is going to be the cavity right here where the eye socket would go in a Cyclops. Normally there would be one orbital bone, but I'm sorry. Normally there'd be two orbital bones, but this time it's going to be clearly just one. And I'm trying to alter what I know about generally the skull anatomy in my mind, and trying to alter it to one. And it's kind of difficult doing that when you don't have it memorized well enough. So I encourage you to draw like 100 different skulls and memorize those as well as you possibly can before attempting to kind of freestyle create a skull for like a fictional character. Pulling my lines a little bit more comic booky actually, and my lines, see how there's a lot of space between each line. See how that is? It's almost like cross hatching. Let me zoom that in a little bit so you can get a better look. Almost like cross hatching, really. I pretty much am cross hatching. I'm living in a lot of space. I'm not trying to fill this in totally with black, at least quite yet. You know, because even though you're drawing something, it's kind of dry. I want to say, like skulls are cool, but they can be kind of dry sometimes. You know, depending on what you're doing, and part of livening it up for the viewer would be maybe throwing your own personal style in there, your drawing style. And everyone has kind of a different style, and I'm sure anybody who's been drawing for a long time, you can see that. You know, in different people's, you can see it as different as a fingerprint, right? You know, like, or a signature. You can just tell who drew that. You know, if you've spent time with an artist a little bit and they draw something, you can just tell that's the guy that did it, you know? You just know that style. And the thing with styles is, I'll kind of go off on a tangent right now. I don't like when people use style as an excuse to just be lazy or as an excuse to just do poorly. You know, when somebody does something that's just incorrect, sometimes they'll say, "Oh no, that's my style to do that." I don't like that. I think that's just an excuse. Style is really like I consider style where something that you can tell that they knew what they were doing, but they chose to make a different decision, or you know what I mean, where you know that there's a decision making going on in that person's head before they decide to put down that line. You know, that's more what I consider style. And I think style needs to be developed. You know, you have to be. I really think you have to be at a certain, just general, just basic skill level to really see someone's style come out. You know, this is all just opinion, by the way. So don't don't crowd me. Don't be angry or anything. Just my opinion. See the arch coming in with the cheekbone right here, and the cheekbone's going to come in this side. Bone of the cheekbone. You can feel that on your own face too. It's pretty prominent cheekbone. You know, I don't know if if you've ever been hit in the face, you'll realize how hard that is. Because I've been hit in the face a few times, and it's very jarring and strange. Never had it broken though. I'd like to talk to somebody who's had their orbital bone or cheekbone broken. Orbital bone, I believe, is around the orbital, the eye. I used to be in kickboxing, so I used to see people's. I've seen, I think, one guy break his orbital bone because they were messing around too hard. And I think you can see that on YouTube. There's if you ever watch, and this is a very side comment. If you ever watch kickboxing, there was a gigantic kickboxer named Bob Sapp, who is now throwing fights. But back when he wasn't throwing fights in kickboxing, he fought another kickboxer named Mirko Krokop, and they had a really cool fight, and you can see it on YouTube. It was a freak show fight, you know. It was one gigantic kickboxer. He was like 380 pounds, I think, Bob Sapp, and then the other guy was like 260, which is still big, but there's 100-pound weight difference, which is a freak show. And the smaller guy broke the bigger guy's orbital bone, which is the bone around the eye socket, and that was pretty interesting to watch, you know, because you don't know what happened. But I would watch that fight. Really cool fight. Really nice in kickboxing history. If you like that kind of thing. If you happen to care. But, which I do. Go in here. I'm going to give him some slight sharp teeth. I don't know. I just want to make him look a little more monstrous than he needs to be. I also believe when they were finding mammoth skulls in the ground, I think, I forget what time period that was, they thought those mammoth skulls, I'm sorry, they thought those mammoth skulls or mammoth bones were bones of giant cyclopses initially, until we found out later that they belonged to mammoths. So don't know how that's how the legend originated, because I had heard a few things about that, but that's a one possibility of how the Cyclops legend came around. I think I heard the same thing about the Griffin and all those characters. All right, gonna draw the bottom part of his jaw here. A bug? That was a bug over here. Again, pulling this cross-hatching pattern. For the larger the space, the bigger lines I pull. For the smaller area right here, surface area, the smaller the lines will be. I'll make an entire cross-hatching video on this channel if you guys want. Just comment and I'll let you know. Alright, at this point, see, we pretty much got the basic structure of it down, the whole kind of most
features are in there. Now it's going to be down to little smaller things. I want to throw in his bottom row of teeth, by the way. Alright, pulling a much darker line on the outside contours. Pulling some large lines there, crossing. And when I'm pulling these lines right here, I'm pulling them with the form. I'm actually thinking in 3D that this is a round form that, let's say if I was to draw like a black line around his head, like on, if this is real, it would go around here, and it would kind of turn, you know? It would kind of have this turning, on the surface area, you know? So I'm constantly thinking in 3D, almost every single time I draw, actually. So think about that, you know, really think about that yourself, you know, think in 3D. That's such an important thing. I don't see that emphasized enough either, and I know everybody knows it, you know, because I know those guys think in 3D, like other people that draw. So now, I'm gonna kind of go over it in the dark. To contain all the shapes within, I'll probably draw the outside line a little bit darker to contain all the shapes in the inside. It just looks pretty, I've noticed. Just a style thing, you know, but a lot of guys do it pretty well. So I want to take some of that by, see, throwing on the outside contour. Contour would be the outermost line of the drawing. Anyways, this is about coming to a close. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Please share this stuff. I love it. I love when you share it, because then I hear other people, and I want to just get out there. So thanks a lot, guys. Another thing, if you have any specific drawing questions, like I said, if you have any questions below, post it. But if you have a very, very specific question, just PM me, private message me, and we can chat about it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's better through private, you know. Sometimes it's not. So let me know, guys, and I really appreciate you watching this video up until this point. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.